Caught the old Ricky raccoon this morning. And a DP dog proof. They are rough. I can tell you, I would not want that on my leg. Probably playing with fire. If he was to get loose right when he's doing that, he'd be at the top of my head before I knew what was going on. And I'd be getting rabies shots. But I'll take care of him, get him out of here. I have said before, raccoons on your property are like shark's teeth. You can trap, it seems like, as many as you want, and you knock one down and another one's right back. So I don't know what this is, probably maybe number 12 off this property, but just gonna keep at them until hopefully the turkeys will be hatching before long. I don't know if it's how this rain's going to affect them, but I know I've not got any on camera, any poults yet, so they're still on their nests. Sadly, I just found a hen that had been killed, I'm believing, by a coyote. I've been smelling it for a few days, and I just now found it. I believe the size of the skull, anyhow, looked like it was a hen. And then I had on the camera, it was close to one of my traps, close to a snare, and had a coyote on that same camera. So I'm thinking the hen was, I had several pictures of her right there in that area, so I was thinking she was on a nest and that coyote had bailed on her in the middle of the night. So lost one anyways that I know of, but I'm gonna pop this dude and see if I can find any more. I got the coon out, and gonna reset this trap. These dog proofs, there's not a whole lot to them. Got my thermocell out. I mean, the gnats or biting flies or whatever they are is awful up here. All right, but for my coon sets, I got my little container here that I put all my coon bait in, and I keep separate from all my other stuff. But really, what seems like this time of the year, it's springtime, what has been working best on these, because I have been just putting cat food. That's like another trail mix in there. Originally I would just put cat food in these traps, but it seems like that's stopped working as well. It worked better in the winter than in the springtime. I've had better luck just using the trail mix with M&Ms and raisins and stuff in it. I think the sweeter smelling stuff that they are smelling is more what they're favoring towards this time of year. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head that the cat food wasn't working as good, but since I did switch to this, I have been on the upswing of catching more coons. And I've heard to match, your baits for what's in season. I know right now more, berries and stuff is coming in season, as there's nothing like that in the winter. So really all you need to do is just push that in the ground, so all people know. And I like to put it at an angle like that, just a hair, and try to do this holding. So you got my phone set up now, but say anybody knows, there's 1,000 videos on YouTube showing how to set these things, but I like to do, say I'm no expert on it, first season trapping, what I've seen is put them at an angle, and the thing is, I have noticed if the dirt, if it's not, doesn't have pretty good resistance, not super hard, but if it's just like sloppy mud, they'll just pull it out of the ground and dump the food out as opposed to pulling the lever. This one's made to where he has to pull only. And another thing, you don't want it so hard they can't pull it out of the ground, because I did do that on one, and thankfully he didn't get loose. But you know, now if it will not pull out of the ground, he can put his feet straight on the ground and use his back almost like deadlifting. You imagine, I mean, that's like, for a human, that's like the strongest movement we have. It's just yanking something off of the ground, lift more weight doing that than anything. So I'm really surprised he didn't pull his hand out. When I did that, I put it in that ground is way too hard. But you see why I put it on an angle like that. So when I put this can, and I put my tripping mechanism, I guess you would say, facing towards the ground, so this can that I put on it doesn't get, it's nothing to hang on, it's hanging below, so he can, and I put, you know, kind of wad my chain up so it doesn't go down as far. And you know, that can, you will run into a coon every now and then that just doesn't want to fool with getting that can off. And you probably would have caught him if you didn't have the can on, but man, the amount of time your bait can stay good because it's been protected by the rain, to me outweighs the negative of possibly not catching that coon. Because I have seen them, you know, they come and check it out, and then the next night they'll actually come and pull the can off. But you know, it can lay here for, in storm after storm, but it rains on it one time with it open like this, it's pretty much, it'll mold and it's done for. So I don't have a bottle of fish oil for like an attractant, so I take fish oil capsule that you can buy, you know, in supplements, and I drip some of that around the mouth of it, kind of directing him where he wants to go, and just squeeze it out, because this stuff is like super strong smelling compared to the what do you call it, the bait inside it. So I don't put that on the bait. Supposedly they don't even like the taste of it, they just like the smell of it, and that's it. So really all there is to resetting the way I set one, because I am far from expert, but I've seen what does work for me and seems to not work for me, and right now I prefer it that way.